Well, I'm back in the forest again for another story. And one thing that I thought we could have a story about is something that's probably happening to some of you, and we're just not seeing it because maybe some of your teachers don't see you at the minute. Who has had a wobbly tooth since you've been at home? I'm sure if we saw pictures of you now, you'd be all gappy, wouldn't you? So this is a story about my naughty little sister and her wiggly tooth. When I was a little girl, and my naughty little sister was a very little girl, we used to have an apple tree in our garden. And sometimes my naughty little sister used to pick the apples and eat them. It was a very easy thing to do because the branches were so low. So my mother told us we were not to pick the apples. My mother said it is naughty to pick the apples when they are growing on the trees because we want them to keep on growing until they are ripe and rosy. And then we shall pick them and put them away for winter time. If you want an apple, my mother said, you must pick up a windfall and bring it to me and I will wash it for you. Now, as you might know, windfalls are apples that fall off the tree onto the grass. So one day, my little sister looked under the tree and found a nice big windfall on the grass, and she took it for my mother to wash. When my mother had washed it and cut out the speckledy bit, my little sister sat down on the step to eat her big apple. She opened her mouth very wide because it was such a big apple, and she took a big bite. And what do you think happened? She felt a funny, cracky sort of feeling in her mouth. My naughty little sister was so surprised that she nearly tumbled off the step when she felt a funny, cracky feeling in her mouth. And she put her finger in to see what the crackiness was. And she found that one of her nice little teeth was loose. So, my naughty little sister ran indoors to my mother and she said, "Oh dear, my tooth has gone all loose and wiggly. What shall I do?" In a wheelie, whiny voice because she didn't like it very much. My mother said, "Oh, it's nothing to worry about. All your nice little baby teeth will come out one by one to make room for your big grown-up teeth." Have a look, said my naughty little sister. So my mother had a look, and then she said, it's just as I thought. There is a new little tooth peeping through already. So after that, my little sister had a loose tooth, and she used to wiggle it and wiggle it with her finger. She used to wiggle it so much that the tooth got looser and looser. When the nice baker came, my naughty little sister showed him the tooth, and she showed the milkman and the window cleaner man, and sometimes she used to climb up to the mirror and wiggle it hard to show herself because she thought that a loose tooth was a very special thing to have. After a while, my mother said, "Your tooth is so very loose, you had better let me take it out for you." But my little sister didn't want to lose her lovely tooth because she liked wiggling it so much, and she wouldn't let my mother take it out at all. Then my mother said, "Well, pull it out yourself then." And my silly little sister said, "No, I like it like this." The next time the window cleaner man came, he said, "Isn't that toothy peg out yet?" And my naughty little sister said, "No, it's still here." And she opened her mouth very wide to show the window cleaner man that it was still there. The window cleaner man said, "Why don't you pull it out? It's hanging on by a threadle, it is indeed." My naughty little sister told him that she liked to have it to wiggle and to show people. So the window cleaner man said, "You'd better take it to show the dentist." My naughty little sister said, why should she take it to show the dentist? Because she hadn't heard much about dentists. And the window cleaner man, who knew all about doctors and dentists and about how the sun moves and how pumpkins grow, told my naughty little sister all about dentists, how they looked after people's teeth for them, made teeth for grown-ups who didn't have any of their own. The window cleaner man told my naughty little sister that his teeth were dentist teeth, and they were much prettier than his old ones. And my naughty little sister was very interested, and she said she would like the dentist to see her wiggly tooth. So the next time my mother said, "What about that tooth now?" my naughty little sister said, "I want to go to the dentist." My mother said, Goodness me, surely it's loose enough for you to pull out by yourself now. But my naughty little sister started to cry. I want to go to the dentist. I want to go, I do, in a miserable voice like that. So my mother said, very well then. I want the dentist to see your teeth anyway, so we shall go as soon as he can see you. Well now, the dentist was a very nice man, and he said he thought he'd really better see my naughty little sister's tooth right away. When my mother and my little sister arrived at the dentist's, they had to wait in the waiting room with a lot of other people. My naughty little sister told all these other people about her wiggly tooth, and she showed it to them, and they all said what a lucky child she was to have such a wiggly tooth. When it was my naughty little sister's turn to see the dentist, she was very pleased. She sat on his big chair and let him have a look. The dentist said, "It's a very nice tooth, old lady. I'm sorry you don't want it taken out." "I want it to wiggle with," said my silly little sister. Then my little sister asked all about making teeth and everything, and the dentist told her very nicely. "It's a pity you don't want to part with that tooth though," he said, "because I should like a tooth like that for my collection. I collect really nice teeth," the dentist said. My naughty little sister thought and thought, and she couldn't help seeing how very nice it would be to have a tooth in a real collection. So do you know what she did? She put her hand up to her mouth as quick, and she said, "Here you are." And there, right in the middle of her hand, was her little tooth. She had pulled it out all by her very own self. So that was the story about my little sister and her wiggly tooth. Wonder how many wiggly teeth you've had. Maybe you haven't had any wiggly teeth yet, but you're excited to, and you'll be able to show everybody. Maybe you've lost your 2 teeth at the front. Maybe you've lost lots of teeth and you're starting to get your big teeth through. But that's just the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to lose our little baby teeth and get our big grown-up teeth, and it's really, really important that you look after your teeth and you don't eat too many sweeties or fizzy drinks, and you keep brushing your teeth every morning and every night, and maybe in the middle of the day as well. So look after your teeth so that you won't have to get dentist teeth like the window cleaner man. See you later.